Hi, family. Welcome back into our channel. This is Nikki, and I come back today to let you know to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So many of you are writing in, letting me know you want to give up. No, 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 no. You are not going to give up. You're not going to cave in. You're not going to quit. You are not going to succumb to whatever is trying to beat down your confidence or take away the faith that you do have. You keep going. You keep going, and you remember why you are starting. You remember why you started what you started. Remember why you're fighting. Remember what you're going to gain in the end. You can't give up. You've come too far. The road may be tough. The road may get rough. It might. But you never forget why you fight. You never forget why you stepped in the ring. You never forget, family, what you're going to gain in the end. Things will get tough. Things will get hard. They will get complicated. They will get difficult. But it won't be too hard for you. God said, keep going. Don't turn your back on you. Don't turn your back on your future. Don't turn your back. Do not. Keep fighting and keep believing. Two things you remember whenever you're going through the toughest trial of your life, whenever you're going through a hard hardship. Two things you need to remember. You keep believing and you keep praying. Prayer is the key. The effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. Those who are in right standing with God is going to avail much. You don't forget why you jumped in life to begin with. Don't forget why you are fighting. What are you fighting for? This is why you keep going. Don't tell yourself that I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up. No, you're not. You're not going to quit. You're not going to give up. You can't quit. You can't give up. You can't turn your back on you. So many people have done that. You know what it feels like. Now God is going to show you what it feels like to win. God is on your side. God is right there with you. You're not alone. You may feel lonely, but you're not alone because he made you a promise that he'll never leave you. He'll never forsake you. God will not forsake you. He will not leave you. He's right there. You have no reason to give up. Hardships is not a reason for you to give up. You want to make it? You got to be able to take a licking and keep on ticking. You want that success? You got to do what's hard. You got to wake up every day. You got to dust yourself off. You got to refocus. You got to retransform your mind. You got to talk to yourself positively because life has enough negative things that are coming at you daily. The enemy is throwing balls at you every day. He's throwing bricks at you every day to stop you. Take it as a stepping stone. Whatever's coming at you today, God said take it as a stepping stone. God's telling you today to keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Don't look back, because whenever you look back, just like Lot's wife, you can't look back to the cares of the world. You can't look back. You can't, because nothing behind you is beneficial. Not one thing behind you is what you need. Not one person behind you is what you need. Things dropped off because they were supposed to drop off. People fell out of your life. They fell off the face of the planet with you because they were supposed to, because they were hindering your growth. They were hindering your very life. God said, keep going. Keep going. And you keep going by remembering the vision that God showed you. God has you. He's there with you. He's fighting with you. He's running with you. He's praying for you. He's interceding for you every day, that your faith won't fail you. And I thank God today that your faith will not fail you. Your faith that you have will not fail you. You don't need any more faith. It doesn't mean bigger the problem. Let me pray for more faith. You don't need more faith. You just exercise the faith that you've already been given. You nurture that faith that God has already given you. You are going to make it. Share this video with somebody, family. Put this video on repeat. God said, keep going. Keep going. You owe this to you. You don't owe this to anybody else but you. God called you a winner, family. You keep going. You owe this to you. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. I don't care if your mother tried to get rid of you, your father tried to get rid of you. I don't care what family member rejected you. It doesn't matter who didn't want you. You are not an accident. God will for you to live. And God will for you to be in this situation right now. Even if it's a hard place, you're supposed to be in it. Because God is going to show himself strong in your life. This is why we get into things in life, so that God can pull us out. So that we can gain a testimony, family. You are a living testimony. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. The enemy tried to take you out so many times and failed. So why are you going to give him what he wants? Why are you going to succumb to his lies? Why are you going to succumb to the illusion? You owe this to you. You do this for you. You be tenacious like a bulldog. You keep going and going and going. If you trip, you get yourself back up. You keep moving. You keep the finish line before you. That vision that God showed you, that vision is going to surely come to pass. God said it may tarry. He said, but it's for an appointed time. It's for an appointed season. But the vision will not lie. It's going to speak. When you get down in your spirit, when you get low, when you feel like you can't do anything more, when you feel like you're fighting for nothing anymore, the enemy will make you feel like that, because he's a liar, and he knows what you are about to embark on. The enemy knows that, and you know it too, because your spirit man is screaming on the inside. Your spirit man is yelling at you to keep going. So you listen at that small voice. You don't listen at the circumstances, because life circumstances will lie to you. Life circumstances has been telling you can't make it. You'll never make it. You'll never amount to anything. Nobody wants you. Nobody loves you. Nobody believes in you. You need this person to make it. That is a lie from the pit of hell. You need God. And God is will for you to live. His will for you to make it. You're going to make it. You can't give up. Remember why you started. Remember why you're fighting. Remember why you're believing. Remember what you're believing for. Remember what you are trying to do. Remember what you're trying to accomplish. You are not going to give up. I thank God today, those of you who are listening in, think that, and you're thinking and you're telling yourself that you're done. You're not going to take another step. Yes, you are. You're not going to take a step. You're going to leap. You're going to leap. You're going to jump. You're going to run. And you're going to collide right with your destiny. Do what is tough when you don't want to do it. Do what is hard when you don't want to do it. This is when you make progress in your life. Life is difficult. Even if you believe God, even if you have faith, life is full of challenges, family. We all go through them. We may not all go through the same challenges, but there is one solution for all of us, and we know what his name is. You are powerful people, and the enemy doesn't want you to know how powerful that you are. Don't you ever stop believing, and don't you ever stop praying. Never in your life stop praying. Whatever you do, don't allow life, don't allow what you go through within this world stop you from praying. You don't want to get in a place where you don't pray. You don't want to ever get in a place where you can't pray. You don't ever want to get in a place where you're so boggled down with life where you cannot pray, because you can't get a breakthrough when you don't pray. And the enemy knows the power of your prayer. He knows the power of your tongue language. He knows how powerful you are, family. He was a worshiper. You know how powerful your worship is? You know how powerful that your praise is? Whenever you feel heavy, whenever you feel that heaviness that dark cloud on you. Put on the garment of praise. You don't need music if you don't have it. If you have it, good. If you don't have it, you are the music. You open up your voice. You open up your mouth. And you share your voice. You let God hear your voice today. You are going to make it. God said you are going to make it. God is telling you to keep going. God is telling you, I got you. I got everything under control. When you try to control it, you're going to mess it up. Don't try to control things that are out of your control that God never meant for you to do. Some things in life we were never meant to carry, so don't try to carry them. Look at your life now. Those bags of bricks that you were carrying, that heavy load that you were carrying, you drop that load. Don't you pick it back up. Don't you pick these people back up. Don't you pick up one person that God has allowed you to drop because they were burdening you. And a lot of wrong people you had in your life. It caused you to give up on you for a minute. Haven't you given up on you for a minute, given up on your dreams? You allowed some people to have so much say in your life where you gave up on you. This is why God allowed things to die in your life. This is why God allowed some people to run away from you as far as they could. God knew it will hurt your heart temporarily, but the permanent ending that you are about to experience, you are going to thank God that not one person you prayed for is still there. Some of the things you prayed for that you didn't get, you're going to thank God that you didn't get them, because God is going to give you something so much better. God is going to give you something so much better, family. He's going to give you someone so much better. You keep going. Keep going. You can and you will. You're powerful. You're overcomer. You are enough. You have what it takes. You are not an accident. You're not. You're supposed to be here. And what you're going through with, family, is for a reason. You're not going through this just to go through with it. God is a loving God, and He loves you. And He's always looking for ways to bless you. I love you, family. Don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button because it helps the algorithm of our channel. Do not get scammed here. I am not reaching out to anybody, so you don't have to keep reaching out to us, letting us know in the email. Prophetess Nikki, what is your email? And cryptocurrency. It's not me, family. Don't get scammed with these people. So beware and be careful of these scammers. I'm not reaching out to anybody. Team Nikki G, I love you. Thank all of my team members who are joining that. Stay hooked up. Stay connected, because you always gain access whenever you are connected to the right people. You're on the right team. You want to grow? You want to become the greatest version of the person that you are meant to be? You stay hooked up. We all have good days. We all have bad days. We all have days where we just don't want to take another step. All of us. But we have to remember why we're fighting. We have to remember the faithfulness of God. We got to remember why we started. Remember why you started. And this is going to help you keep going. You remember that. Because the work that God started in you, that work that He begun in you, He's going to perfect that. He's going to complete that. He is. And all these intricate details, He's going to work them for your good. God is going to weave all your experiences, the good ones, the bad ones, the sad ones, the happy ones, the sunshine, the rain, the storms, the trial, the tribulations. God is going to weave all these things into your life. God is going to get the glory out of your life. Sometimes God has to break us, then He'll bless us, then He'll give us to the world. That's what God does. He breaks us, then He'll bless us, then He'll give us to the world. Thank all of you for all your support that you give this channel. I am so grateful. Stay prayerful, and you keep trusting. Never stop trusting and never stop praying. I don't care what falls apart in your life. I don't care what falls apart around it. Prayer is the foundation. Prayer is the key. Prayer is access. Prayer is going to open doors that people shut in your face. Prayer is going to give you restoration. Prayer, family, is going to give you what you need. It's going to put you in a place that you need. Hang on. Hang in there, because help is on the way to you. We love you here